Oh my god, this is so weird. It's so weird. I just can't. I can't go. Oh my god. How fucking weird is this? Hey guys! How 2016 did that sound? I don't even remember the last time I filmed, but it's gotta be a good few years. And you all wanted me to come back, so here I am. And I'm literally like, I'm dressed in a black crop top. I am wearing trousers, I promise. I'm just flashing my abs, but I don't have abs. I just kind of just decided to come back, and you guys were like, oh, you know, jump back on YouTube, and I literally just randomly decided one day, okay, fuck it, let's just sit down, let's film. I'm gonna do like a mixture of stuff, I think. Like, I don't just want to always just sit down to the camera and like talk about stuff. The first like maybe a couple of videos, maybe yeah, I'll do that. I want to do like some fun stuff, like some hauls and vlogs. Any kind of ideas that you guys have in terms of like what you want me to cover, comment below, let me know. I don't even know if anyone's even going to watch this video. I don't know how I've still managed to have even one subscriber left, because I have taken a huge break from being online. So thank you to anyone that's watching this, because it means a lot to me. Like, it means the world to me. You don't even understand. I don't even know whether my audience is even still there, so we'll just see what happens with this. It might get absolutely no views, and that's fine. When I very first started doing my YouTube channel, I just did this for fun, and I just literally just sat there, and I remember I did like I think it was like what I got for my birthday, and I just talked utter shit for literally almost an hour, and I loved it. Had the best time of my life. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be authentically me, unapologetically me. I swear quite a lot. Sorry, I'm gonna have to tone that down. Does YouTube even allow swearing? Don't know. We'll soon find out if this gets removed. But I thought I'd just cover to see like where I've been, what I'm gonna be doing, what I'm gonna be talking about. And yeah, you guys have probably got some burning questions. Number one, why did I take a break from YouTube? Well, there was a magnitude of reasons. I just felt like my life kind of changed. I don't know whether I fell out of love with it kind of is the right way to say it, but I think the whole online space just changed. I've seen loads of creators move away from YouTube and focus more on other platforms. I took an absolute break from everything, partly to do with my job that I was doing at the time. I wasn't able to post as much. I joined the police. That's probably so random, because some of you guys are gonna be like, what? Little old me who'd never think I was on the mean streets of Nottingham. No, I was in a car, but definitely was not on the streets. It's one of those like love-hate. I think it's a bit like Marmite. I think some people are a fan of it, other people aren't, so I just kind of didn't really want to go into that sort of side of my life. Obviously I couldn't really post anything. I didn't want anything to cross over. I didn't want anyone to sort of like, sounds really lame, but like recognise me, do you know what I mean? And there was a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I had to be really careful about. I was getting home and I was exhausted, because I was actually a cop, like a police officer. So I was absolutely exhausted by doing the hours. I was mentally and physically just drained by the end of it. So the last thing you want to do is kind of jump on here. You probably don't want to hump either. No. Always got time for that. It's just one of those things, like you just don't really feel like you've got the time for it. Also, then I wasn't really doing anything in my life. I just felt like it wasn't very exciting. It was like I was getting home and just passing out, and I was like, what am I going to post about? Like, people are going to think it's just so boring. I've gone from like doing all these exciting things like the BAFTAs, like crazy events and stuff all the time, which you're used to probably other influencers doing, and then all of a sudden I'm just doing none of it. And I'm just going to be like, hey, sat on my sofa again, cool, just drinking a gin. So I kind of felt like I needed to take that break. But now I'm ready, I'm coming back. Don't know what's going to happen. I might go back and dabble in the police again, but as in like just do it as a volunteer rather than an actual employment kind of career. Obviously that is a huge commitment, and you know, it's going to take a lot of thought whether I want to go back into that or not, because I need to weigh it up, like can I give that enough attention plus this plus then everything else. You've got to kind of weigh that up. It's not something that you can just take lightly. It's a huge lifestyle change, so I need to just think about all of that. That was kind of my main reason as to why I came off, but now I want to come back here. You're all like my family. Like, I literally feel like, you know when you have a really bad day or just like shit happens, you can just jump on here and just like, bleh, you're all my friends. And that sounds like kind of weird, but you have been there for me literally throughout my whole journey, and I'm so grateful, and that won't ever change. So yeah, I just feel like I want my besties back, but I just miss you all. I've got a lot of stuff to talk about. I've got things like I've just moved house, so that's really exciting. I think I've just told you guys about it in a post. I've just set up my own company. I say just, it has been years in the making. Like, I'm talking blood, sweat and tears have gone into this. Plus then obviously I've been working full time around it. So yeah, there's been a lot. Skinny Salts is now up and running and it's so exciting. I'm going to do a whole video dedicated to talking to you all about that. It's my baby and I want to tell you a bit more detail when I've got a bit more, like, it's not going to be overshadowed by other things. So I'll dedicate a video to that and tell you a bit more about it because it's so exciting and such an amazing brand. It's everything that I love and it's been so, like, honestly, it's been amazing for me, like an absolute godsend. So I love it. So yeah, moved house, set up a business, obviously left the police. Fertility, that's another huge thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I did kind of dabble in it on Instagram. Do you guys want me to do a video about it? Basically, I've had a lot of issues in terms of like my egg reserves and things like that. I might not be able to have children. I'm almost 33, so I'm 33 in February, which we are now in on the 17th. So remember that. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna be 33 and I haven't had kids yet. And it is something that I want to do. But potentially my journey isn't going to be that easy, and I don't think you ever think it will be that hard until you try and go down this kind of path, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, like what if this can't happen for me? It's kind of really scary. And then I suddenly thought, do you know what, I don't see that many people online talking about it. Don't get me wrong, there are a few, but I think it is like a taboo kind of subject, and I get it because it's super triggering. For some people it's horrific, like you don't want to even be involved in that or talk about it. I get it because it is traumatic, and I've been through, you know, a lot of shit with it, and I've been really upset. I've had days where I've been like in tears crying, like I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm going on this journey, you know, just regardless, and I just didn't know whether you guys wanted me to take you with me. Would you like that or not? Comment below. Would you like me to do a video about it? What do you want me to do? Would you like to follow my journey? Basically, that's my thing. Oh, I've got really sad news. If you're like OG followers, then you will remember Penelope, my dog, little Nelly. She was a miniature pug. And basically I got her when my dad passed away in 2014. I think I got her the year after, so literally very early the next year. She was literally, oh my god, like my support animal. Nothing can ever take that void and you know, replace that void in your life when you lose a parent or lose someone, a loved one. However, she massively changed my life, and she was just, oh my god, my everything. And she changed so many people's lives, not just mine. She was just the most hilarious character, so sassy, and I loved it because obviously, like, that's me. She got a really bad tummy, and for ages the vets just couldn't figure out what was going on, so I was like, there's got to be a reason. We did all the tests under the sun and nothing came back apart from blood tests. They didn't do blood tests, that was going to be the next thing. And then one night she was just really poorly, and I was like, oh, I just don't like this, like she doesn't seem herself. She was, because she was fine, she was literally like running around mental, like eating everything, like crazy as always. You wouldn't know there was anything wrong with her. And then one night she just seemed a bit subdued, and I was like, no, something's wrong. My partner and I took her to what's it called, 24-hour vets. That's it. And oh my goodness, it was horrific. I went and saw a vet. Oh my god, how long have I been talking for? What's my stopwatch on? 12 minutes, bloody hell. Okay, I'm gonna be really quick with this because I know probably you guys are like, shut the hell up. Anyway, I took her to an emergency vet, and yeah, they basically said you need to prepare yourself for the worst. Long story short, because I was like, oh, she'll be okay. She ended up being transferred to Birmingham. We had to take her to the Birmingham hospital. She was put to sleep basically, and it turned out that she had lymphoma, which is a really aggressive form of cancer, and it had spread throughout her whole little body, and she basically just was not kind of well enough to be able to get past it and even move on from the anaesthetic. So bless, my partner basically like rushed us to the hospital to get us there in time, bearing in mind we were back in Nottingham because we just thought we were leaving her there for a couple of days then going to pick her up. And it was literally like, we got there, she was on like a little like heated blanket. The staff there, it's called Willows, if you ever need to like go to a freaking amazing hospital where the team are just incredible. Willows is the place to take your animal. They do all kind of animal care there. They've been looking after her, they've been giving her loads of cuddles and everything, and we just made it there in time. So they kind of kept her going for us to say, oh my god, it makes me so teary. Oh, sorry, I just had to take a minute there. I just literally had to go off camera and then come back and like sort my makeup out. Basically, I got to say goodbye to her in the end, and it was the most emotional thing I've ever done in my life. Like, I literally told her how incredible she was, how amazing she was, how much she changed my life, and I'm just so grateful. We as humans just don't deserve animals. You can hear mine in the background going mental. I just love them so much, like I don't even care. If they're wrecking my audio, who cares? They're just absolutely amazing, and she was just the most incredible little bundle of joy. We left it, I'd say, a good couple of months, and then I couldn't even bear to put her bed away. It was horrific. And I was like, I can't do this, so we ended up getting another dog. So we've got little Leo, who is another little pug, but he's a boy. He's fully grown. He's pretty much nearly 11 months. He is 3.4 kilos. He's tiny and he's fully grown. When I got him all the way from Brighton, and he's just incredible. And then I felt like he needs a little friend. So just got a golden lab called Simba. And he's the one that you can probably hear in the background. I always grew up labs when I was younger, and there's going to be like little and large, but they already love each other so much. In the beginning they didn't. They were like any kind of siblings were fighting and whatever, and don't get me wrong, they still do now, but they are so amazing, so incredible, and I just love them to pieces. That's kind of it. I'm going to kind of do a mixture of like beauty. Obviously I want to do a few home updates. Do you guys want to see like a house tour or anything? Because I'm in like a townhouse, so I don't know, would it be interesting for you guys to see the house? I don't even know if you want to see the house. I've got a couple of sofas being delivered, but right now it looks a bit ridiculous, but everything's going to come in together. So when the sofas are delivered, maybe I could do like a video for you then, and then it will sort of look a bit more nice. Anything else, any kind of content wise, pop it below. I'm really excited to be back on this journey with you guys. Equally, if you want me to shut the hell up and go away, feel free to comment below, and then I won't record anymore. Also, let me know what days you prefer if you do want me to carry on with this. What days do you prefer me to upload? When are good like times for you guys? And I'll obviously like plug it on my Instagram and stuff like that, because I don't know how YouTube is whether it's very good at kind of pushing my videos, because I've been away for so long. And I'm gonna have to think of a new intro, because I can't do the hi guys. It's just too much. No. Love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.